This girl had gone on a vacation at sea with her family. She had no idea that this trip would turn into a fight for her life. That night, while she was sleeping in her cabin, she suddenly heard loud noises coming from above. Curious, she peeked outside and was completely shocked. A group of armed men had captured her mother. Panicking, she quickly hid and started looking for a handgun to protect herself. But just as she was about to go out and help her family, something even more shocking happened. Terrified, Rose hid in the corner of the cabin. Luckily, the attackers never noticed her, but before they left, they set the entire ship on fire. Once everything finally went quiet, Rose ran outside and tried to put out the fire. She managed to stop the flames, but she couldn't save her mother. Rose had no idea that this was only the beginning of her worst nightmare. She never imagined that a family vacation would end with her losing the people she loved. Even then, she refused to give up. She immediately started looking for anything she could use to call for help, but because of the fire, all the ship's equipment had been destroyed. Just when Rose was starting to lose hope, she heard a strange noise coming from the deck. She rushed outside and looked toward the sound. That's when she realized her stepfather was still alive. He was barely hanging on to one of the ship's ropes in the middle of the ocean. Without wasting a second, Rose pulled him back on board. She gave him some water and bandaged his injuries. After that, her stepfather told her to raise the ship's sail as quickly as possible. Otherwise, the ship would keep drifting away. But after staying awake all night and being completely exhausted, Rose went back to the cabin to rest. And that's when she discovered something shocking. She found a photo album inside the cabin, but when she looked through it, she was stunned. Her stepfather already knew the people who had attacked their family. Rose immediately became suspicious. She went back outside, and just to be safe, she tied both of his hands. Even with everything she had been through, she refused to lose hope. After that, she started fixing the ship's sail, but when she turned around, her stepfather had suddenly disappeared. Seeing that made her suspicious all over again. She immediately grabbed a knife and searched the entire ship for him. A little while later, she found out he hadn't run away. He had just gone to the bathroom. When he came back, he told her that if they wanted to get back to land, they had to repair the ship's engine. But no matter how many times they tried, the engine was completely dead. Now, they had no choice except to keep drifting across the ocean. Just when all hope seemed lost, they spotted a mysterious island covered with dense jungle in the distance. The moment Rose saw it, she felt hope again. She immediately steered the ship toward the island. After reaching the shallow water, the two of them got into an inflatable raft and headed for shore. But Rose didn't have much experience rowing. A short time later, her grip slipped, and she fell straight into the ocean. The moment her stepfather saw her fall into the water, he immediately jumped in to save her. He brought her safely back to shore and quickly started helping her. A little while later, Rose coughed up the seawater and finally regained consciousness. Her stepfather had saved her life, so she started trusting him a little more. After getting some rest, the two of them began exploring the island. But they soon realized finding food and drinking water wouldn't be easy. Even so, her stepfather was confident that a jungle this dense had to have fresh water somewhere. After searching for a long time, they finally found a spring of fresh water hidden between the rocks.